Hi, welcome to Padai Planet, and today in this video we are going to learn about this particular question where we need to calculate the mean of the data which is given, right? So we'll start. The question says that there is a survey which was done, and it was done on 20 houses, and that survey was done basically to identify the number of plants in each house. So this is the thing, and we need to find out the mean of the data which is there. So as we all know that the mean of the data is basically it's simple. It's like the mean of the data is equal to sigma fx over sigma f. Now the point is that what is f? We know that number of houses is f, that's the frequency, right? And these are class intervals. This particular thing is class interval. What we need to find out is x, so that we can then identify the fx meaning the multiplication of frequency with x. Now x is basically the class mark, right? So this is class mark. We will identify this class mark for every class. For every class we will identify the class mark. Now class mark is very simple. Class mark is upper limit minus the lower limit of the class divided by 2, right? Sorry, this is like plus. Okay, so upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So if we want to find out the class mark for this particular interval, then it is like 0 plus 2 divided by 2. So, and the answer is going to be 1, right? So this will be 1. Similarly, for this one, it's like upper limit is 4 and the lower limit is 2. So we can simply write 4 plus 2 over 2. So that's like 3. So we can write this as 3. Then we can write 5, and in this case it is going to be 7. Similarly, let's do it like 10 plus 8, because upper limit is 10 and this is plus 8, then divided by 2. So that's like 9. So we can then write class mark as 9. Similarly, the class mark of this interval, for this interval it is going to be 11, and this is going to be 13, right? Now, so we've got the class marks, that is x. We already have f with us, so now we can calculate fx and we will write this in this column. So that's going to be 1 multiplied by 1 is equal to 1. Then we can write 2 multiplied by 3. So this is like 2 multiplied by 3, that's going to be 6. Then 1 multiplied by 5. So that's like 1 multiplied by 5 is equal to 5. Then 5 multiplied by 7. And that's 35. And 6 multiplied by 9. That's like 54. Okay, and then we can say 22, right? Because 2 multiplied by 11 is equal to 22. And then we can say 3 multiplied by 13. 3 multiplied by 13, that's like 39. So we are now going to find out the sigma fx. Sigma fx meaning the summation of all these. Like we are going to add all of these, and then we'll write sigma fx is equal to, right? So we will just find this out. So this is like 7, 5, 12, 47, 47 and 54. So that's like 101 and 123 and 39. So I'm just going to add it here. It's getting a little difficult, right? So that we don't commit any mistake. And this is 6. So okay, so this comes like 162. So that's the sigma fx. And sigma f is simple, so we will just add up all these numbers. So like 3, 4, 9, 15, 17 and 3, and this is 20, and which is correct because we are talking about 20 houses here, right? So obviously this is going to be 20. So now it is very simple. We will simply put these values here, and it is 162 divided by 20, and the answer is going to be 81 point yeah. So this is going to be like, this is going to be, we'll just simplify it. So this is going to be 81 upon 10, and that's the answer is going to be 8.1, right? So this is what it is. I hope you guys could understand this, and we will be coming up very soon with the next questions. Keep watching this page and you will have many more such questions from Statistics Grade 10. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and bye bye.